Hi everybody, thanks for tuning into the video on this 2019 Ford Edge. This particular Edge is the titanium trim level. It's one of the top trim levels for the Edge, above the SEL, but below the little bit peppier ST model, which has a little bigger motor. This one's going to have all the equipment you could possibly want, just going to be a little different motor under the hood. It does have the 301A package, which adds a panoramic roof, cooled seats, navigation, in addition to the Ford Copilot 360, which is going to add your adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and automatic parking. Go over a lot of those features once we get inside. Starting off up front, the grille was completely redesigned for 2019. They widened it, made it a little more aggressive looking. Made the whole front end is just a little sportier on these 19s as compared to the 18. Of course, you do have your fog lights inlaid into the lower bumper there, as well as your high intensity headlamps. Coming around to the side, you're going to see a 20-inch alloy rim mounted up with a hand-cooked tire. That tire looks to be about half tread or so. Good bit of life left in that. Body-colored mirror caps. You do have the integrated turn signal in the mirror cap there. Coming into the inside of the mirror, you're going to see where that blind spot monitor is mounted. If there's a vehicle in your blind spot, that will light up orange to alert you of that. All of your door handles are going to have these 4 little lines on them. That's part of the proximity unlock system. If you have the key in your pocket, you throw your thumb on those lines, it will unlock or lock the door for you. Vice versa, so if the vehicle's locked, it'll unlock it. If it's unlocked, it'll lock it. Just makes things easier. You're never going to have to take the key in and out of your pocket or purse. You can just keep it there, and then of course it's push button start, so you don't have to pull it out for anything really. In the back, not only are you going to find your Edge and your titanium EcoBoost all-wheel drive badging, you can also see where your backup camera is mounted right here underneath the Ford emblem. In addition to that, you do have your sensor array coming across the back. That is part of that 360 system. You do have both front and rear sensors, as well as cameras in the front and the rear, in addition to forward-facing radar. Looking in the inside here, of course, your power windows, locks, and mirrors are in pretty standard fashion here on the door. You can also see that both your mirrors and seats are equipped with a memory function. Up to 3 different profiles can drive this vehicle, and you can switch between those profiles with the push of a button. All that means is instead of having to individually adjust your mirrors and seats, you just set your profile, hit the button, and the car adjusts everything back to your preferences. It does have the premium Bang & Olufsen audio system. That is Ford's premium audio provider for their upper end trims. Of course, both the front seats are dual full power seats. These seats are 10-way adjustable with a 2-way lumbar support. Lots of ways to get comfortable in the vehicle, as well as a full tilt and telescoping steering wheel there. Jumping in, like I said, it is a push button start, so with the fobs in the vehicle, of course you can see the fobs are equipped with a remote start, as well as the button for the power hatch. You just hit the button. Fires up, you can see the seat is moving me forward right now. That is part of the easy entry and exit system. You can actually turn that off. What that does though, it sets the seat way back. That way it's really easy to get into it. Once you get in, it'll slide you up into your profile. Like I said, you can turn that on and off if you don't want the seat to be running, or you just don't like that feature. Almost everything you see here technology-wise can be turned on and off. So it does have both the active lane centering, as well as the lane departure and lane keep assist. Like I said, that can be turned off if you don't like it. It does have the adaptive cruise control. Adaptive cruise control is actually one of my favorite features of all the technology in this vehicle. What that does is actually maintains a distance between you and the car in front of you, rather than just holding a constant speed. So if the car in front of you slows down, it'll slow you down too. If it speeds up, it'll speed you up to your maximum speed, and then hold that speed. So I've gone on long trips with vehicles similar to this that have this feature, actually from here to Bridgeport, West Virginia, which is probably about 3 hours almost, without really ever hit my gas or the brake once I got onto I-68. It's a pretty neat feature, especially if you do a fair amount of highway driving. Of course, you can see it's equipped with navigation over here. This button toggles through your camera angles. So of course I told you there's a camera in the front here. That's facing up there. This is the front and side cameras, so now you can see a broader picture. It also shows you what you're looking at right here. So you're looking at the front camera as well as the 2 side angles. And then we're going to toggle, whoops, I guess it won't take you to the back. So if you want to see your back camera, you would have to throw it in reverse and do that right there. Here you're looking at your backup camera. You also see the entire array of sensors and anything that's in them. So if you back up right now, it'll start detecting the wall, and it'll move that in closer as you go. It also has side sensing, so if you do get close to the wall or something on the side, it will detect all of that. All of those sensors actually come together to do the auto parking feature. So if you hit this button right here, it'll actually tell you to detect the parking spot with your turn signal. What that means is you turn your turn signal onto the side that the parking spot is on, and then it'll give you a check mark, and then all you do is use the gas and the brake as it tells you to, and it'll maneuver itself right into the spot perfectly. It's a super neat feature. We hope to get a video out demonstrating all that. Look for that on our channel here soon to come. Of course, heated and cooled leather seats. That's pretty much a given these days in a titanium trim car. Although some of the rentals that you find, which this actually was a rental as well, but this was a rental with a special package on it. Some of the rentals will only have heated seats, not cooled. And they also won't have all of the technology features or the awesome panoramic sunroof right there. Full glass roof. Of course, only the front panel moves, the back panel is fixed, but it's still just an awesome setup there. Inside of the glove compartment, not only are you going to find the books, you'll find the results of the multi-point inspection in here. We take pride in inspecting all of our vehicles at least 3 times the state minimum on all of the measurements. So look in here, we did do an oil change. We replaced the engine air filter. The tires are all 7/32. That is just over 3.5 times, or that is 3.5 times the Pennsylvania state minimum of 2. And we did do a front brake service and replace the rear pads and rotors completely. So tons of life left in your wearable parts there, especially in your brake components. Last step here before we get out of the car is to take a quick look at the Carfax. No accidents, no damage. It's a Carfax 100 vehicle. A lot of people get really scared with fleets because of the whether or not they take care of them. One thing that's cool on this one is the fleet company actually had their oil changes done at a shop that reported it to Carfax. So you got to see this little well-maintained regular oil changes badge here on the Carfax. If you continue to have your oil changes done at a shop that reports to Carfax, such as All Things Automotive, that badge will stay there, and it'll help your resale value when you go to sell the car eventually. Kind of a neat thing. Last part of the video, going to try to show any dents, dings, or imperfections. Overall, I really didn't see anything on my entire walk around. Couple tiny little chips up here in the front end. Pretty much to be expected with a Pennsylvania car, but very few and far between. Wheel looks good. Coming back the side, don't really see anything to point out back through here. One little chip right there. The reason we do this section of the video is a lot of our customers do come from a long way away. We are in the middle of beautiful Fulton County, but it's quite a drive to get here. We like to be as straightforward before you get here so that you don't waste a trip or anything like that. There's a small dent right there. We do have a dent repair specialist. I think they could probably get that out pretty easily. So I wouldn't expect to see that dent there. I think we can get that fixed pretty quick. Overall, super clean car with awesome technology features and a pretty cool color. Of course, a lot of the rental ones are black and white and don't have the equipment, whereas this one's got all the color, all the gear, super sharp. If you'd like to come out and take it for a drive, you can see us at 21518 Great Cove Road in McConnellsburg, Pennsylvania. Visit us online at allthingsautomotive.com or give us a call, 717-485-4224. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope you found it to be informative.